Fresh duck. Welcome, you know. The sense of smell can bring back strong memories. I get excited just thinking about how good this kitchen is going to smell. Today, we're going to work on a couple of very, very exciting dishes. It's actually my favorite, like crispy aromatic duck. This specialty is hard to find anywhere except in England. So before we roll up our sleeve and get into this duck, let's see what's cooking in London town. It may say Golden Gate Groceries, but this isn't San Francisco. It is Chinatown in London. Right in the theater district, just minutes away from Soho, Piccadilly Circus, and Trafalgar Square. In Chinatown, another popular market is the Long Fong Market. And right next door is the same family operates a restaurant of the same name, where we'll find one of London's best-known Chinese delicacies, crispy aromatic duck. Chef Feng cleans and presses the duck, then splits it into half with a heavy cleaver. He has quite a bag of tricks when it comes to flavoring his ducks. Sichuan peppercorns, star anise, cinnamon sticks, garlic, ginger, and cumin go into the bag. In order to get it nice and aromatic, Chef Feng leaves his duck in the pot for 15 to 20 minutes. Then when it's ready, run it through a hot oil bath. And when this is done, what you have here is the best crispy aromatic duck in London. Another one of Chef Feng's favorites is a steamed triple eggs custard. Triple eggs? First, you have 1,000-year egg, then regular eggs, then finally salted duck egg yolks. The combination of these 3 eggs mixed together is most interesting. Scramble and then add some ground meat. When it comes out of the steamer, drizzle in some soy sauce, sprinkle some scallion, triple eggs for you. No. Chef Feng and owner Willie Chong treat me to quite a feast. I love the steamed eggs. Finally, aromatic duck. And this is what I've been waiting for all night. Look at how they serve it. Shredded, not sliced like Peking duck. And a mushu pancake with sweet bean paste and scallion. This is for me.
Thank you.
Mr. Woolley and Chef Feng, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for coming to London. Thank you.
I shall return. One good thing about any Chinatown is that you never have to go far for your next meal. After aromatic duck, hey, how about some aromatic lamb at Feng Sing? Chef Chung cooks up his secret sauce with lots of shallot, garlic, ginger. It smells good. Satay sauce, hoisin sauce, and a bit of oyster sauce. Now deep fry the lamb. Drain, and it's ready to be served. Another specialty here is steamed lobster served over rice noodle. The sauce here is special. It has a little bit of sesame seed oil and tangerine peel. Into the steamer it goes. Another unique feature of this lobster is that it is served over hor fun, or fresh rice noodles. I have seen lobster served over pasta in many Italian restaurants. This is their Chinese cousin. The food is ready, so I get another feast with David and Jimmy, the owners, and my good friend Herman Leung.
This lobster is invented by our previous chef about a few years ago. And most of the people were doing lobster with noodles, ginger, but that tangerine peel added with a bit of garlic, and special the fresh fried noodle is special. But since we got that menu, quite a lot of people like to order this.
Just stir it a little bit, yeah?
Unlike the duck, the crispy lamb is served shredded in a fresh lettuce cup.
The whole Chinese cuisine is more exciting in Britain nowadays. More people travel to the Far East. They know what to order, what to expect. So the restaurant has to meet their demand.
I shall return. London is a great place to be. Great food, great people, and free meals. So come. Dry tangerine peel, aged. It's been in my possession for 12 years. I make sure this smells good because sometimes you lose it. Sometimes they ferment or dry up or mold it, but this is good. I'm gonna make a master sauce for my aromatic duck. Now, here's what I have here. This is dry tangerine peel, clove, Sichuan peppercorn, cardamom, lightly crushed cinnamon stick, bay leaf, and star anise, a lot of them. This is gonna be put right inside here in this bag and close it up like this, okay? This way, all the spices, the flavor will come out, but the spices won't fly all over the place, okay? Very nice, okay? And then here, I'm going to come over here and make the master sauce. We dump this in to let it come out. And then here, I have green onion, crushed ginger, 2 pieces, more green onion, more ginger, rock sugar. This is rock sugar. You buy them in a box like this. Big chunks like this. Chinese love rock sugar. And then on top of that, how do you make master sauce? Master sauce means it's a stewing sauce. You can use it for chicken, for duck, for a beef, and you all kind of meats. And this, normally, a restaurant would make a master sauce when they open the restaurant, and will use the same master sauce until they retire or close the restaurant. That means master sauce will be there as long as the restaurant, okay? This is 1.5 cup of light soy and about 3/4 cup of dark soy. And I'm going to bring it to a boil, and then I'm going to put that duck there, okay? Now, here is a duck freshly dressed, beautiful duck, approximately 4.5 to 5 pound duck. We'll put this over here in this. And lightly brush this with a tiny bit of soy, okay? Oh, lightly brushed it with a tiny bit of dark soy. Actually, you don't even have to because there's enough soy over there. You can literally just dump this whole duck right in here. Let me see. Let's put this whole thing here. You know, in a restaurant, they normally have about 50-gallon or 50-quart pot. Then they can cook about 10 to 15 ducks at the same time. I'm going to put this whole duck right over here. Look at this. I am so glad that just enough to cover this whole thing. Now, if I were you at home, I don't even have to cover this up. But if you want, you can literally cover it up and let it simmer. Let it simmer for a little while. So we're going to cover and let it simmer because I don't want to overcook the duck skin, okay? In the meantime, I want to show you after you take it out, you know what you do? You take it out. After it's done, you let it cool down a little bit. This is what I have here. Let it cool down. Look at the color of the duck, which is already master sauce, cooked in a master sauce for about 1 hour and 25 minutes or so. Simmer, not boiling, okay? Now I use a Chinese hook like this, and I hook onto this, okay? And then I hold onto this. Make sure this is tight. Otherwise, it's dangerous, okay? Now, for safety reason, another way of doing it is you go like this, okay? Look at this. Hold on to this, and I use a ladle. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. Very, very dangerous. When you do this at home, make sure This is done properly. Now, if you want to make it even safer, you know what you should do? Lightly dust with cornstarch. Okay? That's what I did a little bit earlier. Lightly dust. You want to make sure this whole duck is nice and golden brown. Whoa, put the whole thing there. Oh, look at this. And then, when it's all done, don't have to cook it for too long. When it's all done, whoa, make sure you hang on to this. Put a tiny bit more on this side, tiny bit more on this side, tiny bit more on this side, and then you take it out. Nice and crispy golden brown on all sides. Look at how beautiful. This is nice and crispy golden brown on all sides. Now, if you do it like the restaurant, you use a fork to scrape it out, but I thought this is not as nice as doing it like this. Look at this. I have one, it's deep fried, let it cool down a little bit, and it's still very, very hot. Whoa, it is very, very hot. And I put it right over here, and I use the knife, and I cut this up, okay? I cut this up, remove this. This is cooked for so long. This whole thing literally came out. The bone come out, okay? And then I cut this up, and I cut this up and remove the bone. Remove the bone, because I don't want the bone. Because when you stew them for about an hour and 25 minutes, this is what happened. And then you have one piece here, another piece here. And all you have to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and I put this right here. Let me show you how to play this. One side, and then one side on this side. Beautiful. And then you do the same thing. 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the other side. Look at beautiful. Oh, look at that. This is a piece, and this is another piece. You know how do you serve and eat this? This is so beautiful, crispy duck. It's much easier to do because most of the bone is already gone. So when you eat that, you wrap this up with the green onion pancake, tiny bit of hoisin flavor sauce, sprinkle a tiny bit of green onion, and julienne cucumber. This is what you have, crispy aromatic duck. Oh, I just cut this lobster, fresh Atlantic lobster, in half. Look at this. And I remove the claw, and then I'm going to do a dish that everybody loves, particularly if you love shellfish, particularly lobster. Here, I have some cellophane noodle. I soak this cellophane noodle made from mung bean flour, sometimes also called mung bean noodle or bean thread noodle. You can keep this in the pantry for up to a year to 2 years, okay? And then I soak them, they're nice and soft. Then I'm going to put this lobster right here. Put the claw right underneath, put the claw right underneath, and I put this right on top, put this right on top. Look at that, beautiful. And then the next thing what I want to show you is, I want to remove these, we don't want this. Clean this up. Always remember, clean up time, okay? And the next thing I want to show you is how to make a sauce, to put it right on top. Here, I have a little bowl. Look at this. We got some dry tangerine peel here. You soak them until they're nice and soft, like this. You chop it up. And then this is salted black bean. You also soak them. And I lightly crush with my knife. Now you put all of these right over here, okay? Oh, this is all the flavoring. Now, tangerine is very important because this is what makes it exciting, okay? And then put a tiny bit of oyster flavor sauce. Beautiful. A tiny bit of pepper. Tiny bit of pepper. And a tiny bit of sugar, okay? Whoa! Tiny bit of broth. Oh, look at this. And also a teeny tiny bit of oil, not much, okay? Just enough. Stir. Stir and stir. Okay. Then mix more black bean. Just in case you don't have salted black bean, you can buy store-bought black bean sauce. I'm going to use a spoon, and I scoop this right here. Scoop this right here. Scoop. I lightly dust this also with a tiny bit of cornstarch too. This is really nice. Also inside, I don't want to waste anything, okay? Look at this. A couple of extra black bean here and there. And then tiny bit of cornstarch sprinkle, because when it's cooked, oh, you know what? They form a little gelatin. It thicken and keep the moisture in, okay? I'm going to put this over here and let it steam for approximately 12 minutes over medium-high heat. In the meantime, let me show you how many other dishes we can do. Now, let me show you, if you have salted black bean, like this, what you're going to do. Salted black bean, keep it in a nice jar or container in the fridge. You can keep for at least 2 years. Soak them a little bit and use your knife. You go 1, 2, 3. You crush it a little bit like this. That's why this knife is so wonderful. You can use this knife to do a lot of things. Crush this to release the flavor. In the meantime, we're going to take it out and we'll show you how to serve wonderful lobster with black bean sauce. I have cooked another one underneath this one because we always have a lot of guests. Okay. Whoa, look at this. This is so beautiful. We serve these. Wow, this is hot. Look at this. This is very, very hot. I don't want to waste this, so I'm going to put this back here. Don't want to waste this, okay? Now, this is it. When this is done, I'm going to put this right over. Wow, it's very, very hot. Look how beautiful this is. You know what you have here? Besides this, look at this. Oh, this is, you got to understand, this is wonderful because I love lobster. This is lobster banquet. This is lobster with pepper salt. This is deep fry. This is wok saute. Ginger scallion lobster, already cut up in pieces. This is one of the most favorite in any Chinese seafood restaurant. And of course, this one is for you and me. Look at this. Steam whole lobster with dry tangerine peel. I'm marinating some ground meat. You can use chicken, you can use beef, you can use pork. Tiny bit of salt, tiny bit of cornstarch, okay? And most important, water or broth. The reason I want to make sure this breaks up so when I mix it into the egg, it's easier to separate. This is the triple egg custard, which I was brought up with. My mom fixed this at least once a week, 52 times a year. My family favorite. When this is all done, I want to show you. We're going to beat up some egg here. Okay. Oh, fast. Whoa. And then put this right in here and beat it up. Oh, see this? Beat this up. And then put a tiny bit of this minced meat. Also mix it up. And then put a tiny bit of extra water. 1 egg, the same amount of water. 3 eggs of water. This is how you do it. Judge the amount of water to make that nice smooth custard. Okay, sprinkle a tiny bit extra white cornstarch. Okay, when this is all done, the other thing that I want to show you is I had 2 more eggs. This is 1,000-year-old egg. It comes with this. I'm going to show you later. And also salted egg. It comes like this. You chop up the 1,000-year-old egg. You chop up some salted duck egg. This is another way you can remove the salted thing. You scoop it out like this. See this? Scoop it out, and then you use your knife, and then you cut it into this. Look at this. 1, 2, and 3. And then you chop them, put them all inside here, and then you're going to steam it. Very easy, okay? Look at this. We put this right over here, and we're going to steam this right over here. Look at this. You put this over here and let it steam over high heat, okay? Now, if you want, you can even use a tiny bit of wrap. A tiny plastic wrap to wrap it up Any plastic wrap would do. Now, let me show you. You go to a Chinese restaurant. This is actually a classic. This is 1,000-year-old egg served with pickled ginger, served as an appetizer. You know why it looks like this? Because the strong alkaline. This is how you do it. Look at this. This is the 1,000-year-old egg. Why 1,000-year-old? Because they let it ferment it for about 3 to 4 months, just like 1,000 days, okay? And then here, you got salt, you got some calcium carbonate, salt, so strong alkaline. The strong alkaline permeate through the egg shell and denature the egg white. Now it is like a custard. And then this is actually, look at this, I'm going to show you. This turned the egg yolk because denaturation of protein. This is like a paste. It's a very unique dish. And I'm going to serve these over here. And then we're going to make a dressing. Soy sauce. Soy sauce dressing. To put it right on top of the egg. Put a tiny bit of sesame seed oil. Then you're ready to serve. Do you see this? Some of these is already done. We're going to serve this very, very careful. Ha! No, never, never do that. Okay. Make sure you hold on to this. You put it right around here. I want to show you how easy to serve this. You put this. Whoa, look at this. This is how you serve the dish. You put this right over here and serve these. Now, if you're hungry, get one of these ostrich egg. This will serve 24 family. Look at this. Triple egg custard with minced meat. So tasty. Now get into the kitchen and make my favorite dish for your family. Remember, if Yan can cook something so delicious, so can you. 再见.